Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. We should be, at least. Sorry about that, guys. Just a little flub on my part. Like I said, yes, we are back. We are back. Yeah. I accidentally started stream on normal latency, and that usually adds like a fair amount of delay to the chat. And I wanted to make sure I was like responding to people in a timely manner. So I had to. Yeah, we're so back. We're so back. Okay. Now that everyone's here, we'll go ahead and get into the patch notes. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. Just as a little recap, what we're planning on doing today is we're gonna be going over the patch notes. I'm gonna be giving you my thoughts on them, and we're gonna play a little bit of multiverses with Jazz, see the new character, all that stuff, yada yada yada. And then afterwards, we're gonna wrap it up with some Rivals 2 for like the last hour or so to the stream. You know, that's true. What is this? Huh, yeah, fair enough. Wonder Woman is even slower now. Seems like she gets nerfed every single patch. They nerfed my boy Morty. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. We'll go ahead and start from the very top. Obviously, Nubia's in. I don't have an impression of her yet, because all of my time so far with multiverses has been, all of my time so far in multiverses has been spent in the lab trying out the new Jason buffs, and I like the new Jason buffs, but we're not talking about Jason. We'll get into that. For a limited time, for just today, they added volleyball, spotlight, kart race, 3v1, counter, splat, and more. Like a bunch of new wacky game modes that you can try today, and if you can't get it in today, don't worry. What is going on? I think I'm good. I'm not gonna answer that phone call. Anyways, yeah, if you guys can't get it in today, don't worry. They'll be coming on every weekend. So it'll be wacky weekends, and it'll have silly game modes that you can queue up for. It'll be tons of fun. It should be good for the casual crowd. PvE stuff, we're not really going to cover the PvE stuff too much because generally speaking, it doesn't really matter too much. All you really need to know is that they're adding, they're adding a couple new rifts, a couple new events. The maps is actually kind of interesting, and I'd like to touch on because yesterday, one thing that I was a little concerned about was them just adding the kind of random nonsense maps from PvE that didn't look like they were too well designed into the map rotation. I was like, okay, maybe if this is just for custom games, it's not that bad, or maybe if it's just for free-for-all, it's not that bad. But unfortunately, it looks like it's not just they're adding the new stages to possibly be picked from other stuff. They actually did update the ranked map pool, and one of them or two of them is the maps I was kind of worried about. I was kind of worried about Beach because it looked like it was going to be really, really circle camping. Once again, it might not be that bad with 2v2s. But then Space was another one that I was like a little worried about because the platform's layout didn't really seem all that great either. Beach and Spate map isn't that bad. I believe it'll take a little time before people start really abusing it, but we'll have to see. I haven't played them myself, so maybe I'm speaking a little too early, but from a initial impression of just how the layouts were, it was not something I was excited for. I will say. Let's see. Unranked also got Beach and Space as well, and unranked 1v1's got 1v1 Townsville as well. So there's definitely stuff there. All right, let's see here. Yes, they added new training mode options. Basically, you can refill the dodge meter. You can add instant cooldowns. There's a lot of new features and things that you can try out in training mode so that you guys can lab out new things. So be sure to check those out if you guys are a lab rat. We're not really gonna cover them, but basically, no, they made it a lot easier to test a lot of things, or character-specific things, I should say. Okay, so these don't seem that impactful, but I'm sure they will be. Essentially, they made it so that if you unsuccessfully dodge something, like you just dodge straight up, and you commit to the full dodge, you have an additional 10 frames of recovery before you can like perform an action. This should make it so that if someone is just doing full dodges and not actually dodging an attack, you should, in theory, be able to whiff punish them much, much better now. Now, it's unchanged if they successfully dodge an attack. So if they if someone dodges through an attack, they should be able to like act out and punish people all the same as they used to. So that's pretty good. We kind of covered a lot of this in yesterday's, but it's important to note. It's important to note going forward. Let's see. Ground forward dodges immunity hurt box size has been increased to make successful dodges more likely. Yeah, there's a big issue where dodging forward was kind of difficult because of some hurt box issues, but this looks like it should be a little bit better. Let's see. Upon successful hit, fighter. Okay, so I was kind of ragging on this change before. Upon a successful hit, victims' fighters will now hold their active pose for a longer duration. This will address issues where fighters transitions into their hit-react animation, causing attacks to appear to have hit much further than intended. So I was ragging on this yesterday because I didn't quite know what exactly it was. But if you guys have ever seen a screenshot where there's someone who's like in their hit stun animation and they're just like, you know, nowhere near the attack, you're like, what the heck? How did I get hit here? Now it should be a little bit more clear because the hit pause will pause on the frame that you got hit rather than put you immediately in the hit stun animation. So like if your hand got clipped by something or your hurt box was extended a little bit, you should now see like, oh, I see how I got hit there, right? I like my foot was sticking out or something like that. Let's see. Multiple attacks receive hitbox sizing passes more with more coming in a future patch. Okay, yeah, we've seen this with the Agent Smith thing. A lot of hitboxes are getting adjusted, just quality of life stuff. It's kind of annoying that some hitboxes are just so ungodly ridiculous, right? Agent Smith gun was definitely one of the bigger ones that was, you know, all over the internet, but, you know, it's good that they're paying attention and trying to, like, fix those. Let's see. Little adjustments to the automatic text, which is good. They changed troll tactics. It no longer triggers if taunting immediately after using another taunt, so you can't just, I guess, stack rage buff on someone or a team. You can only, like, do it on one person at a time. Okay, but we're into the juicy stuff now. This is the stuff that you guys are here for, right? First things first, Agent Smith gun hitbox size reduced. Thank God. I'm sure everyone's seen the clip of bands getting hit from behind Agent Smith and just getting like hit into a full combo and like basically dying off of it, right? It was ridiculous and that hitbox was insane. So hopefully this should tone down Agent Smith quite a bit. So I'm excited for that. Same thing with his side special. So hopefully that shouldn't hit people from as ridiculous instances either. Now his ground down special, which is the agent's like the one where he summons a clone, that actually got bigger. So he should in theory be able to like you shouldn't be able to like swat it away nearly as much as you used to, or like I guess just get out of the way or avoid it nearly as easily. A lot of the times you could just kind of like skid past him and there wasn't really a problem, but now you actually have to be a little bit worried. Let's see. Aria, side special, dagger dash, hit stun reduced. I imagine this will prevent some like degenerate I imagine this is going to prevent some super degenerate like ladder combos where she'll do like jab, dagger, jab, up special, jab, airwalker, jab, up special, and then like dagger, like teleport to the dagger into like up air, right? I imagine that will be like substantially like it won't be nearly as bad as it used to be. To air ground side special, when it's on cooldown, the movement has increased. So the little spinny thing, she should be able to move a little bit better with it, which, you know, beforehand she just kind of stayed in place, so it should help her feel a little bit better. Okay, so you guys might not think it, but this banana guard buff, this is huge. Ground movement speed increased from 2100 to 1775. That is insane. That is a lot of movement speed on our little banana boy. So he should be able to move quite a bit better. He's going to be just running people down now. I mean, beforehand, people would just run him down in the air, but now, like, he has even more ability to, like, space his attacks and just play footsies with people. So that's going to be really, really good. This was really good. Because, I don't know if you guys remember, but the last patch, they had said that Banana Guard's up tilt had been, yes. They had said that his up tilt should be better at comboing, and everyone was really pumped. And then they got into the game, and they noticed that it wasn't real, that, like, the buff didn't actually go through. So, a lot of people were really upset. So now that they're actually putting in this buff, he should start seeing a lot more, like, up tilt combos and start going a little bit more ham with up tilt. So, I'm excited for that. Iron Temple perk, projectile shield activation, advanced 2 frames. That should just make it a little bit better, but I still don't think it's going to be nearly as good as, I still don't think you're going to want to take anything aside from Well-Rounded. Well-Rounded is already so good on a character like Banana Guard who doesn't really have any, like, insane combos. A lot of his, like, game plan is based around getting, like, stray hits that do a lot of damage. That extra 5% means a lot to Banana Guard, so I would, you know, I still wouldn't recommend taking this, but it is an option now, I suppose, if you wanted to have it as, like, a counter pick for certain matchups. All right, Batman. Batman got a lot of changes. Ground side attack 2, on whiff cancel window delayed by 7 frames. That's quite a lot of extra in lag on his jab 1, which is very good because he was very annoying to catch otherwise, and I'm sure many of you know. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I was just having to make sure that my stream was working and everything. But we're good. All right. But yeah, Batman was really annoying to catch, so they nerfed both his jab 1 and 2, but they increased the stun on his jab 2, so now he should be able to, like, combo a little bit better off of it, right? Speaking of which, they also made it so that his on-hit cancel window for up attack was advanced by 13 frames, so now he should be able to, like, do jab, up tilt, and get, like, you know, basically whatever he wants off of it. So that's going to be a pretty insane buff for a character who is debatably, like, top 1. But they do come with quite a bit of nerfs as well. Of course, the jab nerfs are one thing, but moving on, we still got the ground down attack can no longer cancel into neutral attack. So he's not going to get, like, insane, like, jab, down tilt, battering, jab, blah, 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 right? And now he just won't be able to do... Now he just won't be able to do batarang after down tilt, so he'll have to do, like, jab, batarang, or jab, up tilt. Jab, down tilt is basic. I don't want to say dead, but we'll get into it. They also removed the ability to jump cancel on down tilt, so now he doesn't even have, like, jab, down tilt, Sarah, jab, down tilt, down air. He doesn't have anything like that. So down tilt became substantially less of a combo threat, so that's going to be pretty big, a big hit to the character. On top of that, they also made it so that Batman gets less of his cooldown refunded whenever he picks up Batarang. So now, even if he picks up Batarang, you should still have, like, a little bit of leeway to actually, like, punish him for throwing out Batarang and just kind of running over neutral. And then on top of that, Batarang's cooldown was increased by 2 seconds. So Batman's definitely going to have a lot more downtime where he's not going to have Batarang, and you're going to be able to outbox the character. Because right now, the fact that he's able to just keep throwing out Batarangs over and over and over again, and because obviously they're disjointed projectiles, he's able to just kind of, like, invalidate a lot of people's, like, bigger hitboxes, right? So that's going to be pretty big, of course. Exciting stuff. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta check a few things. Okay, alright, let's continue. But yes, moving on to air up attack. Oh, hold on. Did Boo Boo Bear get touched? I think he did, but I think it was a buff. I don't remember exactly. We'll get there, but I do know I've seen his name at one point. All right, moving on. But yeah, Batarang got a pretty huge hit. Down Tilt got a pretty huge hit. So these are like substantial nerfs. So the fact that he got his up attack buffed is, you know, it's not that big of a deal when you consider how much he's lost. His air up attack also has reduced knockback, so he's not going to be able to kill you nearly as well with his air up attack. And they also removed the weaken debuff that his up air puts on. So big nerfs, huge nerfs for Baddest Manus. All right, ground up special on whiff cancel, delayed 7 frames. So now if Batman just like throwing out like grounded up special in an attempt to like stuff your approach or something like that, or anti-air, you should be able to like whiff punish him now, because beforehand he was just gonna do up special fast fall, up special fast fall, up special fast fall, and then that was it. Like you couldn't really like do a whole lot against Batman's grounded up special without having like just a bigger hitbox or being really on top of your whiff punishing. So now you should be able to consistently whiff punish it a lot more. Let's see. Air ground side special, grappling hook aim speed increased. That's a nice quality of life, but it's not really going to change all too much. And then Bat Bomb cooldown has been increased by 4 seconds. I don't know how much that's going to change. Because the nature of Bat Bomb is inherently just to have like an extra benefit to hitting someone, to winning neutral. And I don't really know if 4 extra seconds is going to do that much, but at the same time, I don't really think that move needed to be nerfed all that much anyways. But yeah, all things considered, Batman got hit really hard. And even though he can now like reliably combo into and off of up tilt, I don't think it's going to make up for like the insane amount of nerfs he just hit him. I don't know how good he's going to be now, but as a character who is like debatably top 1 before, and at least in 1v1s, as a character that was debatably top 1 before, I think this is, you know, warranted. I'm sure they'll keep an eye on him to make sure he's not, you know, dead, but yeah. Anyways, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is interesting because this is a character that I thought, needed a lot of buffs, could use quite a lot of buffs. And while this grounded up attack, having more uncharged knockback scaling, is good, because I think Beetlejuice already killed really well with his like grounded up attack. I don't know if it's exactly what the character needed, right? I feel like the character has a few little flaws that kind of like all add up, but you know, I think this is a step in the right direction. We'll definitely keep an eye on Beetlejuice. I don't think he's bad by any means. I think he's actually quite good, but I know that isn't a sentiment that a lot of people share. But yeah. And then Grounded Down special had his bomb buffed, or his bomb knockback, or the bomb he would put down had his knockback buffed, which is good because bomb didn't really feel too threatening most of the time. Like yeah, obviously you never want to get hit by it, but it was never like, oh my god, if I get hit by bomb, this is lose condition, right? Unless you were at like 150 or so. It killed like pretty late. It killed pretty late. So with this buff, it should at least be a little bit more threatening. Maybe it should start like threatening people around 110, 120 or so, but we'll see. Black Adam, his dash attack is actually a little bit faster. So I believe that's what this is saying. Ground dash attack, or his dash attack, is just faster. So that's gonna be a little obnoxious to deal with, especially with stuff like too fast to block. But you know, I think the character was fine as he was. I don't really think he needed too much shifting in one direction or the other. But moving on to Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny, a lot of people were asking for Bugs Bunny nerfs, and they wanted specifically up air to get nerfed. So congratulations, guys! Bugs Bunny up air has its damage reduced from 10 to 9. Round of applause, everyone. We really won. We really won. Bugs Bunny has his up air damage nerfed by 1 damage. What more can we really ask for, right? Aside from that, a little bug fix with his projectiles that go through his hole. Basically, if a projectile goes through Bug's hole, it will refresh their hit history and allow them to hit people again. That's gonna be kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna be a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you because I know that there's quite a few projectiles that can just get sent back and forth through Bug's hole, and now it's gonna be like a constant hitbox that you can't that you'll have to always deal with, right? Like if Tom like shoots Jerry down there or something, or like he does Rocket and Jerry like falls into a Bug's hole, he'll like do the portal thing where he'll go down, up and over again, and he'll just like constantly be active hitbox over the hole. So that's gonna be a little annoying. So I hope that doesn't become too degenerate. I hope that there was a fix with that in mind. Yeah, Morty grenades are also gonna be pretty obnoxious with bugs as well. But I see someone in the chat talking about Finn. We are getting into Finn now, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Finn's been a character. Okay, here. Let's read their note first, and then I'll give you my take on what Finn is. Finn's kit has been adjusted to focus more on being an anti-zoner assassin, while changing the properties of area up special to help reduce the strong effectiveness of very early KOs. Okay, Finn is in a really weird spot because they kind of want him to be both. They kind of want him to be two things. They want Finn to be a boxer who can outbox a lot of characters with his like disjoints. Like Finn's sword is like one of the largest disjoints in the entire game on like just a base move, right? Like a normal attack that isn't a projectile. But at the same time, they want him to be able to run you down and do devastating combos. And that's not to say that characters like that don't exist in other platform fighters. Chrom is basically that, right? But I feel like you start running into a problem where he just kind of like, if he's able to both box you out and do insane combos on you, there needs to be like some extra added weakness to his kit or like some way to balance it out. Otherwise, you're gonna like get Finn just kind of laming people out, outboxing them, and then whenever he gets on top of them, just killing them with like very little counterplay, especially since he has a lot of anti-projectile tools at his disposal, as Player First is also mentioned. So Finn's like a scary character to have too good. And we've kind of seen that with these last few patches because Finn has been very, very, like, he's been underperforming quite a lot. Like, they took away a lot of his ability to just, like, touch of death you. They took away a lot of his combos, and it gets pretty insane. It gets pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how they plan to address Finn. Try to bring him back into the spotlight without making him a little, like, too overtuned. First off, his ground movement speed was increased quite a bit, which is very good for Finn as a character that really likes being on the ground, right? Whenever he's running around with his charge attacks, whenever he's trying to play footsies with you, just, running back and forth and, like, trying to outbox you with jab, it gives him much more leeway whenever it comes to just outboxing people and spacing his stuff correctly. So Finn is going to be a character that highly, highly benefits from this buff, especially one that's as substantial as this is. Ground dash attack now has more consistency, on it, so the first hit will more often connect to the second hit, which is very good. I don't really play Finn like that, but I'm sure hitting your dash attack and then not actually connecting into the kill portion of it would be really, really obnoxious. So I get it. Ground side attack maximum charge duration reduced to 1.25 seconds from 1.5 seconds. Yeah. If you guys don't remember, in the release of the game, I'm pretty sure Finn could almost indefinitely, if not indefinitely, charge his like grounded tilts, which was really obnoxious to deal with because you were playing like kind of a guessing game as to when Finn was gonna like let it go, and Finn never really felt pressured to let it go too early, right? So he would just kind of like wait for you to try to dodge through his jab or something like that, and then let it rip and like catch your dodge. So it was like kind of on you as the person playing against Finn to guess right on when he was gonna like release it, like exactly. So it was really, really obnoxious. But with the fact that they put a cap on it and they're continuing to reduce the cap, means that you can just kind of more reliably wait it out and then whip punish him for it, right? If he tries to like lame you out too much with that. Let's see. Ground up attack maximum charge duration also reduced. Uncharged knockback scaling reduced from 15 to 15 from 25, and knockback charge multiplier increased to 1.25 from 1.0. In theory, this should make it so that Finn has more combos. If it's that he should have more combos whenever he's not charging the move at higher percents. So in theory, this could give him more kill confirms and ways to close stocks at those higher percents. But at the same time, if he like fully charges it, it should still have at least a little bit of kill power. So I think that's the goal they were going for. Ground down attack. First hit now more consistently combos into the second hit. Scary! Movement increased. Scary! And he also got the maximum charge time reduced to 1.25 from 1.5. Yeah, so we haven't really had to experience it in this version because his down tilt really almost never combos the first hit into the second hit. But in the beta, Finn would consistently be able to like down tilt and carry people from like center stage to like off stage in the beta. I mean, that's probably an exaggeration, but basically a fully charged down tilt the first hit would hit you towards the like the edge of the stage, and the second hit would spike you down, and it was like really, really obnoxious to kind of deal with, and it was like a really dangerous option you always had to be on the lookout for at like those higher kill percents. So the fact that he's gonna have this back is definitely gonna be a little bit scary, and that's not even mentioning the fact that if his second hit is now more reliably comboing after the first hit, he's gonna get ground bounces, which is going to open the doors to even more combos. So he's definitely going to have more combos at his disposal in general, and getting spiked off stage by Finn ground down attack it's going to be scary. I'm letting you guys know now. You guys who didn't play the beta, you're going to be really shocked whenever you're playing footsies with Finn and then you get hit by his ground down attack and then you're dead at like 50 because his down attack just spiked you off stage while you were on stage. Yeah, so that's gonna be a little scary to deal with. Air neutral attack knockback reduced to 2,450 from 2,650. In theory, this should make it so that he should like be able to follow up a little bit better, because you're almost never killing with air neutral attack, right? So I think they want to try to shift it back into being just a combo move, even if it's not the same like level of combo move it used to be with like carrying people into insane like blast zones, instant kill combos. Air side attack now more consistently combos into air side attack 2. I don't really think people care about air side attack 1 and air side attack 2. They want air side attack 1 into like anything else, but air side attack 2 does kill pretty reliably, so I'm sure if they're like carrying someone off stage, they definitely want it to work in those situations, so I'm sure that helps. But you know, we'll have to see just how impactful it ends up being. Ground side special on hit cancel window advance 10 frames, so he should now be able to combo off of his grounded down special a lot easier, as well as also keep pressure on after he tanks a projectile with it. If you guys don't know, Finn's grounded side special is a dash that completely breaks projectiles. Doesn't matter which projectile it is. I think it'll break Bug's rocket. It breaks Bug's safe. I don't know if it'll break Jerry 100%, and basically any other projectile in the game, he's able to just kind of dash into it and then cancels in lag after hitting it. So he's going to be able to just run people down a lot more effectively. I imagine this is what they mean by they want him to be a better anti-zoner assassin. Let's see. Air ground neutral special, maximum charge duration. All right, yep, same thing as the other ones. When does update come out? It's out right now. It dropped this morning. So all this stuff you can go ahead and try out right now. Air ground up special. Attack properties have been updated to a single hit knockback away from Finn from a multi-hit vacuum. So basically this move is no longer a multi-hit. It functions more like Link's grounded up special if you guys play Smash. Basically it's a spinny move that'll just send them far away, right? The knockback influence multiplier is increased to 1.2 from 1.1 and no longer launches Finn forwards. So yeah, this should just be a really good ender still, but you're not really going to be able to like scoop people and like drag them into the blast zone with it anymore. But it still should be a good ender nonetheless. Gizmo, pretty much just bug fixes and stuff like that. Or this is making it so arrows ignore platform collision. So, you know, he can now use arrows a little bit better. But car explosion damage reduced pretty substantially by like almost 10 damage. Or exactly by 9 damage, I should say. So that's quite a big damage nerf. And if you guys don't know, damage is calculated before knockback. So now this should also mean that his car explosion should start killing about 9% later, which is pretty huge. That's like a pretty significant change as far as like car's kill power. And then air down special, knockback angle made more downwards. I'm sure Gizmos will love that because now they're just going to be edge guarding with air down special all the time, just dunking on people. All right, Harley. Harley got a lot of changes. Harley was another one of those characters that I predicted could probably use some help. Just because there wasn't really a lot of reason to play Harley whenever you had other characters who kind of filled her combo oriented yet like somewhat screen control utility a little bit better. I mean, it's like genuinely, why would you play Harley when Joker and Bugs exist? Like, they're not even assassins, they're mages, but they do exactly what Harley wants to do, but better. So they gave her a little bit of a care package to help out with that. For one, they made her ground movement speed quite a bit faster. So now she should be able to move in and out and weave in and out and bait stuff out a little bit more effectively on the ground, which is very good. Mine says unable to authenticate. I'm not sure. Make sure your game is updated. If you need to, uninstall and reinstall. I'm not too sure what could be going on with that. I'm not exactly Multiverse's tech support, but I wish you the best of luck in figuring it out. Some hitbox adjustments, of course. Ground side attack 4. I don't think anyone ever used this, but I guess it got more knockback and a little bit more damage. Ground neutral attack now breaks armor. So her big like hammer swing, where she like, you know, brings it from the ground and swings it over her head, that breaks armor now. It's still quite slow, so I wouldn't really count on it quite a bit. It's kind of a similar case of like Beetlejuice's neutral attack, where you're not really ever gonna use it to break armor, but at least Harley's is like a big enough hitbox and it kills. So you can kind of use this to catch some people off guard who think they might be safe just running at you with their armor moves, right? A big issue that Harley kind of had before is that she didn't really have a good answer to armor outside of like Bat Doll. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Harley did have a really hard time versus armor, so any extra help that she could get to answer armor is definitely going to be appreciated for her. Let's see, hitbox active duration increased by 2 frames to better match visuals. All right, yeah, that is a buff. They're kind of listing it as a bug fix, but having a more active up tilt is quite good for Harley. And then grounded down attack 2. That's the second kick after the slide. Has more knockback scaling. And is made to be more horizontal. Another big issue that Harley kind of has is that she kind of struggles to kill at those higher percents without hitting like stray like up specials, right? She doesn't really have like a good kill combo or a really good kill confirm unless she has Bat Doll on someone, or if she hits like a stray like up special, right? Without some like crazy box shenanigans. So buffing her like kill power is definitely going to be something that the Harleys feel a lot more, especially if this is as substantial as, you know, especially if this is as substantial as I think it could be. Let's see, air side attack 2, knockback angle made downward to allow for ground bounces. All right, or air side attack 1 rather. Okay, so she's gonna get even more combos off of her air side attack 1, but it should prevent loops, because beforehand people would not be like, even if they hit the ground, they would not be put into like a ground bounce state. So she used to have loops like jab, jab, air side attack 1, jab, jab, air side attack 1. She doesn't really have that anymore, but in order to compensate for that, they kind of gave her the ability to ground bounce. So at least she can still get 1 ground bounce reset off of it. And if she does choose to go for air side attack 2, let's say when she's edge guarding or something, it has more knockback now. So it should be a little bit better at killing as well in those edge guarding situations. So this is all pretty good so far. Let's see. Hold on. I think my my music stopped. Let me make sure it's still playing. Okay. Air neutral attack. Remove the hitboxes from Harley's head. Interesting. So now her hammer swing should be a little bit easier to punish. I'm sure that'll help out the lower levels especially, for sure. Air, ground, and neutral special. Cooldown ammo removed. So basically you can no longer hold multiple Bat Dolls. And the overall cooldown was reduced to 8 seconds from 12 seconds. And the Bat Doll now ignores platform collision when colliding with platforms from below. Okay, a little bug fix. But basically the big takeaway is that she can no longer throw out multiple Bat Dolls, but her Bat Doll is on a substantially lower cooldown. So she, in theory, should have more consistent ways to... She should, in theory, be able to have more tries to answer armor, but at the same time, once she's used that Bat Doll, she's just gonna have to hold that for 8 seconds, and that can be a little annoying for Harleys, I'm sure. So we'll have to see how that change goes. I'm not really too sure if I would consider that a nerf or a buff, but we'll see. Let's see. Air ground side special. Pressing the attacker special button will fire the glove projectile up to 23 frames early. Interesting. So now she can be a little bit harder to catch just by shooting the glove projectile earlier. I wonder if she'll also get the momentum earlier or not. We'll see. We'll see. Her air/ground side special might be pretty good now. Air/ground down special hitbox more accurately matches visuals. Interesting. It's kind of hard to tell what's supposed to be a hitbox and what's not. Like, are the balloons supposed to be a hitbox? I don't think so. So, we'll see. Iron Giant, a little bug fix. Plasma orb projectile now ignores platform collisions. Beforehand, it would bounce off certain platforms, and it's kind of annoying for Iron Giant to use, so I get it. All right, now this is probably the most confusing change, right? Because most everyone would agree that Jake was the worst character in the game last patch, right? And it wasn't like that contested either. Pretty much everyone said that Jake was pretty definitively the worst character in the game. And he only got 1 extra damage on his up air 2. Interesting. They also fixed a bug where his axe on his up tilt was not actually invulnerable once it had a certain % charge. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for, guys. And I've labbed all of this, so I know exactly what this means for Jason. Obviously, there could still be more that we could figure out as a Jason community going forward, but we We got some good stuff. We got a care package, guys. First off, very, very nice quality of life. Something I've been complaining about for a long time. Fixed an issue where buffering a dodge out of some attacks would dodge in the wrong direction. Thank God. This has been literally going on since release, and it makes it so you can't dodge cancel forward or backward, or it makes it so you can't dodge cancel backward, down tilt, or up tilt. Now you can, and it's going to be a godsend. Specifically with, like, up tilt, I think, because now you should be able to, like, beforehand, because you couldn't dodge cancel, up tilt in, there was kind of an issue where if someone DI'd, like, in, like, super in, they'd go to the left, and you couldn't really, like, follow them that well. And same thing with down tilt, right? But now, you should be able to consistently be able to follow them, so that's going to be nice. Ground dash attack. Projectile shield startup window reduced by 2 frames, and the hitbox startup window reduced by 1 frame. These aren't too huge, but they're nice quality of life changes to make sure that the moves is like working as intended and properly. Moving on to ground neutral attack. Knockback increased to 1750 from 1300. Oh my god. That's like so much knockback, right? So, quite a big knockback, like, base buff. But to compensate, they did reduce the knockback multiplier, or the charge knockback multiplier, from 2.0 to 1.5. This was kind of a big, I don't want to call it a problem. It was kind of a problem. Because basically Jason would get rage, and then he'd dodge cancel, fully charge neutral attack, and he would go the entire length of the stage, and if it hit, people would straight up die at like 20, or like, I've had instances where they've died at like 15 before. It was ridiculous. So now this should rein in the power level of fully charging your neutral attack, but it should make neutral attack more consistently like a good kill option to just go for uncharged. I've already done some labbing. We'll talk about it later, because we did lose a kill option, but jab jab neutral attack is going to be our new like way that we kill off the side. So that'll be really, really good. How's the update? I haven't played matches against anyone, but so far I really like the Jason changes. I went into the lab and I've tested it a lot, and I'll showcase a lot of this here in a little bit after I go through all the changes. Ground neutral, yes, I just went over that one. Ground side attack 3, knockback scaling increased from 16 to 20. That's not too crazy, but it's not bad either. I personally will still never be using ground side attack 3 unless I really, really need to change, like, the side that I send someone, right? At this current point in time, if you need to kill someone, I don't think ground side attack 3 is going to be it. I think you're going to do jab, jab, ground neutral attack. And I think that's going to be, like, the way that you kill off the side. Or go into your jab jab up tilt into like up air up special 50-50 stuff, right? But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be great for newer players who don't really know all the Jason combos and what you can and can't cancel into. But ground side attack 3, I'm not too thrilled about. Well, I'm not thrilled about, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Ground up attack. Now, I haven't really seen any implications where these nerfs really matter yet. But we'll cover them just in case. On hit cancel window delayed by 1 frame. So basically, he can act out of it 1 frame later than he normally could. At first, I was like, oh god, what if he just barely lost up tilt up air? But I tested it, he didn't. Up tilt up air is still true. And on whiff cancel window advanced by 8 frames. So, but now if he whiffs it, people should be able to like whiff punish him a little bit easier. And I don't necessarily think up tilt was that hard to whiff punish, but because of the nature of the move, you had to be like really far away from Jason, and then you had to move in to whiff punish him properly. So I can see how people could get annoyed trying to whiff punish like Jason bed. So I get it at least. And then just a couple just a couple bug fixes. This bug fix is really, really nice because this is one I would still hit pretty consistently. Fix an issue where bed was trapping people in hit stun and not connecting when hitting below a platform. So yeah, basically what would happen is if you were to do the up tilt on someone on a platform, they'd get put in a hit stun, but they wouldn't get knocked away. It was obnoxious, but, you know, I'm glad that they got it fixed. And then VFX adjusted to better match visuals. What this actually means is they actually did add a purple accent on the bed, because for those of you who don't know, bed actually armor breaks. But it didn't have a purple tinge on it. But now it does. Now it does. They buffed Dare. I just won 8 tournaments. Yeah, they did. Alright. Ground down attack. Startup window decreased by 1 frame. I mean, we love to see it, but it's probably not going to do too much. Knockback angle made more upward. This does do something. For one, I hate to be the guy to break it to you guys, but Jason no longer has jab, jab, down tilt, jab, jab loops on characters like Superman, Black Adam, characters like that. At least not to my knowledge. So sad, because the knockback angle was made more upward. And the knockback was also increased from 1250 to 1800. So, you know, sadly, we're not going to be able to loop heavies nearly as, like, effectively as we used to. Very, very sad. But, and same thing with knockback scaling. And the movement has also been increased. So, this actually does open the floodgates to new combos, but it is sad that it takes away our loops on heavies, right? But I'm not too butthurt about it. It was kind of niche in the first place. But this one is a big one. Air neutral attack. Knockback angle made more downward to allow for ground bounces. I would like to show you guys what this means. I have a few examples that I would really like to share with you guys. Oh, whoops. My GameCube controller's plugged in. Gotta fix that. Alright. But yes, I'm going to really quickly showcase this because I can't just glance over this. The other ones, I was going to wait until later to really showcase the full impact of it. But I have to show you guys this. It's too funny. So now Nair will send it to a ground bounce. And you might be thinking, well, what happens to all the other combos he had? Well, here's the thing. The combos that he used to have, he still has, and they're even more consistent now. So he still has, like, Nair into jabs, right? He still has Nair into... Oh, he still has Nair into Sair. That's still a thing. But now, he gets a few more little goodies. Now, he has Nair Bed! Or like, for Nair Body Bag. Whoops. I know. Everyone's so happy that we now have a true combo into Body Bag. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. But he also has other things like Nair Bed. Right. That's also a thing. And I'm sure that there's more stuff that we could find. But while this doesn't really change Jason's route, is Bag useful now? I mean, it's like not bad in twos now. Because beforehand there was no true way to combo into it, and outside of like Dare Bag, but even that might not have been true, right? But beforehand, like, the big issue with it was it's so slow that you can't really like afford to really go for it, and the in lag that it had made it so that if you missed it, like, you were getting punished. Like, they reduced the amount of in lag that you got off of missing it by like a pretty substantial margin, as you guys can see. But, you know, it's still risky to just kind of straight up go for, right? But now that you have like a true combo into it, it's not risky to go for because you can guarantee that you're going to get the hit. One while I still wouldn't recommend going, like, doing this in ones, like, you could probably set up for, like, an edge guard or something, right? And there's, like, Jason tech where you can do, like, let's see. Maybe you can do, like, oh, whoops. I gotta change my perks. There's, like, Jason tech that you can do, like, forbidden Jason tech where you can do, like, something like that. Whoops. Hold on, let me see if I can... Something like that. Here, let me set him to dodge just so I can, like, make sure I got it right. Alright, maybe not that crazy. There is a tech where if you, like, do this, and you, like, try to throw him at, like... You try to, like, slam him at just the right moment, he'll get, like, hits... He'll have hit stun, and you'll have all of your, like, in-lag canceled by Airwalker going away, and then you get, like, up air. But that's, like, super-duper cheesy, and I would almost never recommend going for it. I have a video where I'm gonna, like, showcase that down the line, but, you know, it's super cheesy. I would never recommend going for it. But in twos, it is still good because now teammates can, like, pretty reliably follow up off of you just doing this. Like, for example, whenever I'm playing with Jazz, and I do this, this is, like, the freest Samurai Jack side B in the world. Like, fully charged Samurai Jack side B, he's, like, he's set. They're gonna, like, super die. So in twos, it's gonna be good. In ones, there's probably better options to go for than bag, right? But, you know, it's something. It's something. But the fact that we have a true combo into bag is very funny. All right, anyways, air down attack startup window decreased by 3 frames. Guys, Narpy, you're going to hate this. Narpy, you're going to hate this so much because you hated it when I made it before. But now that down air is 3 frames faster, Hell's Razor works on more of the cast. Beforehand, modified Hell's Razor would only work on some of the lightest characters in the game. It straight up would not work on, like, midweights and anyone that's heavier. Now, modified Hell's Razor works on everyone except 3 characters. It doesn't work on Jason, it doesn't work on Superman, and it doesn't work on Garnet. Those 3 characters, it does not work on no matter what. But everyone else, it does. Now, sadly, you do still need Rage in order for it to actually combo, right? So that's unfortunate. But it is a little bit more consistent throughout the board. So it's just a kill option you guys can look for. If you are like, if someone's like dodging around, like scared of your rage or something, and you can like especially now after the dodge changes, you can whiff punish with jab into this and they'll die at 70, right? And if you're fighting like, if you're fighting like Harley or something, right? And she's like, oh my god, I can't deal with the armor. I'm just gonna dodge around all day. You hit her with one of these and she's dead. At 60, so very, very good. But Hell's Razor is now even more of a thing. A lot of the time, a lot of the Jasons would just kind of write it off because it's like, whatever. It's like a really niche thing, and you need Rage in order to do it. So, you know, why even worry about that kill confirm? But it was something that I put a lot of time into labbing, and something that I even made a graphic for. I have updated the graphic as well. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Yeah, this is the updated graphic. Oops. How do I... Yeah, this is the updated graphic. Basically, all it is Rage Jab 1, down air, aerial up special. And if you hit any of these characters at any of these % thresholds, they will die. After some like ground bounce changes they made a few patches ago, it really streamlined the % ranges. So most of the time it's anywhere from 70 to 100, right? In fact, I think 70 to 100 works on the entire cast with the exception of Iron Giant. So if you need like, oh wait, no, Black Adam, it doesn't work. Black Adam and LeBron, it doesn't work like that on. But pretty much 70 to 100% is a really good like ballpark for like how it works on people. But yeah, it was just nice to see that the tech got buffed, a tech that I've put a lot of effort into like trying to popularize. And I'm wondering if people will start using it more. I want people to start giving me credit for making the tech. I know it's nothing crazy. All right. Ground neutral special 2, shout attack. Hitbox startup window reduced by 1 frame. Hitbox size increased to better match visual. Damage increased to 7 from 5. And now applies stun debuff on hit. Okay. So as soon as I seen the last thing, I was like, oh, awesome. They got a stun debuff on them whenever I do the shout. I wonder what crazy hijinks that'll allow. The stun lasts no time at all. And you basically will never be able to follow up off of it. Like, it might be a little bit different if you're like, if there's like a difference in like how fast a human can mash and how fast the training mode dummy will mash, right? But as it stands right now, I'm unimpressed. I can't even jab. I can't do nothing. Like, it's just as ass as it was before, except now it'll stun people for like a half second, which maybe you could argue is okay in 2s, but I don't know. I think shout's still ass. I don't know if they want shout to be good. All right, now you guys might be thinking like, oh my god, Jason got hella buffs. What? Jason got hella buffs. Is the character gonna be broken now? Is he gonna be top 1? Well, yes, I do think he's still gonna be a little like over the top and crazy. They did compensate him. They did nerf some things. Basically, this is the change that like compensates for all the buffs that Jason got. Air ground side special knockback scaling reduced from 15 to 15 from 19.5. That's a lot of knockback scaling, and it also now consumes the rage buff. So remember when people were doing this and they were just teleporting out with a rage? Not anymore. Not anymore. It now completely gets rid of the rage buff. I don't think that it makes a difference in like how much damage it actually does. Well, actually it does. It does look like rage does empower it. So that's interesting. I wonder what usage we'll start getting out of that. But you're no longer going to be able to just teleport around with armor like you used to, because a lot of Jasons used to abuse the shit out of that. And it was really, really obnoxious, and I think it carried a lot of Jasons. A lot of Jasons would do that, put armor, they'd rage up, put armor on, and just teleport around over and over and over again. And it would make them very difficult to actually pin down. It also made Jason one of the best characters in the game at stalling off stage, because what he would do is he would go down here, he'd stall a few up airs, maybe even do this. You know, keep stalling, keep stalling. Keep stalling, keep stalling. And it would just stall forever. And he could, like, very easily stall for a really long time and get his, get out of burnout just by staying off stage and, like, camping down here with armor. Because most of the time, people cannot contest him down here, especially if he has armor, right? So he was just really, really good at stalling, and obviously this hurts that. So yeah, it's interesting at the very least. All right, Jazz says to check out a video clip that he sent, so we're gonna watch it on stream. We're gonna get my live. Oh, is that me? Not anymore. That's me. That's RPS FGC. All right, let's see. Jab. Side B. Wow, this is all a true hit stun combo. Why does she look so slow? That's pretty crazy, though. That was all a true hit stun combo. Oh, my God. I imagine this, like, this ground bounce isn't true, though. I imagine they can probably, like, hold up and be fine there. That does seem otherwise quite crazy, though. I'm sure DI fucks this setup up just by if someone, like, holds up the entire time. But it is crazy. It is crazy that that's a real hit stun combo. That could happen to you guys. Alright, let's continue. Grounded down special. Fix an issue where Sleeping Bag was doing 0 damage to enemies hit by a thrown sleeping bag. And then on whiff cancel window, advanced 45 frames. We almost lost an entire second of in lag on bag, which is really funny. And also the capture hitbox size is increased. So it's a bigger hitbox, and you have a substantially less whiff lag on it. Is Nubia broken? I don't know yet. We will have to see. But yeah, Bag got some good buffs. I think they wanted to buff Roar, but it's just so bad. Here, like, I'm buffering. Like, it still has a lot of in lag on it, right? But, like, if someone's not on top of their whip punish game, you could probably, like, sneak out in time, right? But yeah, the fact that Jason, like, has true combos into Bag now is, like, pretty crazy, right? Alright. Don't listen to the Harley. I don't think that was true. I don't think she actually dies there. Oh. There's no way, right? There's no way that's... I don't get Bag. Bag is an enigma. I see her mash out, but I don't see her do anything. And a part of me is like, okay, the bot's just stupid. But I see this work on players, too. I've killed an Iron Giant at, like, 50 doing this. This is a NARPS stream. They just buff me. They buff me too. I hated the degenerate, like, spamming fucking side special with armor shit. Look, I hate to be that guy and diss on Pumbaa again, but Pumbaa was definitely someone who abused the shit out of armor mistwalk. And he would, like, win a lot of games just getting, like, armor and mistwalking all over people. So I'm so glad that that got removed. And a lot of the stuff that I really like, stuff like down tilt, like, I was kind of talking about it earlier, but now that we've gotten to the end of the changes, you guys, I can showcase to you guys that there are new combos. Like, for example, like jab, jab, down tilt. Beforehand, we didn't really get anything, but now we get jab, jab, down tilt, up air. This is real. It's a true hit stun combo, right? And even if they DI away, let me set her to dodge away. You can still do IAD up air for a true hit stun combo. That was true on DI before? Yes, yes it was. But now it's like true on no DI. And you can still do, you can do IAD up air on DI out now. So that's nice. You could probably even do IAD up air on DIN as well, just because of how the hitbox, like, how it kind of hits behind him at first. So, that's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Let's see. What else? I know a lot of people... Oh, I guess that's true on Harley. As you can see. But I'm pretty sure on heavier weight characters it's not true. Pretty sure. I know a lot of people would do it, but I don't think it was true on a lot of characters. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. On heavier weight characters, it's not real. Especially now that, like, they get popped up even higher, right? So, therefore, like, the axe is gonna, like, hit at a later hitbox. Jab, jab, neutral attack works? Yes! Or jab, IAD, neutral attack works? I mean, jab, jab, neutral attack in general works. That's, like, a real thing. Like, it's not a true hit stun combo, but they can't dodge out. Jab, jab, IAD, neutral air into bag. I have my new jab, jab side B. Let me see if I can get it. I knew this used to be a thing. It might not work on Jason. I can't get it to work, but I believe it. I could see it. Oh my god. Oh, we'll get it eventually. I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad at it. But I have a feeling it probably works. I remember it used to be a thing, but I don't know if they took it at some point. I knew people used to like loop people with jab one I-80 nair over and over again. That used to be a thing. Not true at zero doofus. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's try like 40. Why not? True at 10. Okay, okay. You know, I'll try 15 just to give myself a little bit of leeway. I think I'm just bad at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think jab jab I-80 airs my route. I've always been a down tilt believer, anyways. Oh. I can't get it to work. Yeah, I think I am just bad at it. Like I said, I like my jab jab down tilt. I like my jab jab up tilt, so I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. But yes, the biggest Jason nerf was definitely him losing the ability to keep rage while he does like smoke. But also his like jab jab side B, the knockback got nerfed pretty substantially. I don't know when it would kill, but I know, for example, it probably won't kill Harley at 80, where it would like definitely kill her at 80 before, right? Okay, she's DIing out, so that'll do it. I was about to say that was the most sus DI I've ever seen. Yeah, so like I could probably go up to even like 90 and probably wouldn't kill her. And Harley's like the lightest character in the game. Yeah, so you guys get it. Jab jab smoke is I don't want to say it's dead, but jab jab neutral attack is here to stay. This is definitely like gonna be like, you know, a different kind of kill confirm. Yeah, it's a pretty big nerf, but in order to like buff Jason, they had to like nerf him pretty substantially, right? He was in a really good spot before. So just for clarification, the characters who are the lightest in the game are tied. There are 3 characters who are the lightest in the game. It's Arya, Gizmo, and Harley. So you're not wrong. Arya is the lightest in the game, but it's a tie with Gizmo and Harley as well. But yes. Yeah, Jason, he got a care package for sure. And while he may have lost, like, jabs, like, this killing at, like, certain percents, you could also argue that this is, like, better for, like, you know, for example, if you wanted to be cheesy. Something like that, right? You know, something like that. You get the idea. So, like, even though it's, like, technically gone, you know, you still have access to some, like, cheesy stuff. Now, the ability to do this at, like, 0 is probably, like, or, like, low percent is probably, yeah, Because I know one thing that Puma would get away with doing a lot is like this setup. Whoops. He would get away with doing that setup and just like, you know, putting people into the blast zone. But I think now it doesn't send people far enough, right? To where that's like a real thing until like a little bit later. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, yes, Jason nerfs or Jason buffs, great. I love them. I love the direction they're taking the character. I'm glad that they're removing some of his like more degenerate cheese that makes the character really unfun to play and unfun to fight. While buffing his like lesser used options and giving him more consistency in his combo routes. Very, very good. I'm a huge fan. Do I think this will make Jason overtuned? Honestly, maybe. We'll see. He might need some nerfs down the line to compensate. But, you know, they did remove a few strong options in an attempt to counterbalance. So we'll see if that's enough or if he'll need more nerfs going down the line. All right. LeBonbon. They fixed an issue where he would get infinite dunks under certain conditions. All right. Just a little bug fix. Morty. Air ground neutral attack. Snake projectiles now. Ignore platform collisions. I don't know if that's a good thing or... Well, I mean, I guess it's a good thing for Morty. Snake projectile. Yep. Okay. Both for both. Grenade explosion knockback scaling reduced to 29 from 29 to 20. So that's pretty good. Yeah, no LeBron changes. To be fair, LeBron was pretty damn good. I still think LeBron's pretty damn good. I think he's definitely one of the most obnoxious characters to fight in twos right now. I don't know if I'd call him one of the strongest, but he's definitely one of the most obnoxious. But yes, grenade knockback scaling reduced. I am very happy to see this because I know a lot of people are like, no, Morty needs buffs. Actually, Morty's so weak right now. Oh my god, guys, let my cool character who's got like crazy I hit you once and kill you combos be broken, please. And I'm like, bro, fuck off. I hate fighting your character. Your character. Oh god, your character's like half the reason I don't like multiverses. But yeah, they removed the weekend stack as well on ground his side special, which very good, very good. I think that's going to be a lot more impactful than people realize, and I'm pretty sure people think it's already going to be pretty significant. Morty just needs better ground moves, and his mage ability. These are too good to contest. Yeah, I think Morty is quite annoying to deal with, for sure. All right, we're gonna try to speed run through this because we still have quite a lot of changes left to go over, and I still want to play with Jazz a little bit before we get into the Rivals gameplay. So we're gonna speed run through it. I'm gonna tell you just the general gist of what I think. Rain Dog. Basically, they made him a little bit better at zoning, a little bit better saving his aloy, some good pug fixes. Nothing really too crazy, you know. There's no changes here that's gonna be like, oh my god, Rain Dog's broken now. He's pretty normal. He's pretty normal. He gets more combos off of his projectile, but that's about it. Rick, in theory, Rick was another character that kind of struggled to get buffed or was considered kind of weak by a lot of the community. I didn't really think so. I thought Rick was fine, but you know, I get it. I get why people thought he could be a little weak. The only thing that I'm really scared of in this is that his on-whiff cancel window for jab 1 was advanced 12 frames. So now his jab 1 is going to be way harder to whip punish, and that move was hard. I remember the day where that move was so obnoxious, and I'm so scared it's just going to be back. I think they're willing to make it less like laggy now that like priority system's in play, but man, I don't know if it matters, dude. All right, down attacks better at combos. He can now do commands even if he doesn't have any Meeseeks available because now his arm is a hitbox whenever he does commands. This also allows him to give commands to Meeseeks that are just kind of standing there. If you guys didn't know, Rick can do Meeseeks and then dodge cancel out of it, and then later he used to be able to just summon another Meeseeks and command them both at the same time, right? And they would both do the same thing. But now he doesn't even need another Meeseeks to do that. He can just put down a Meeseeks, dodge cancel, and then at any point command the Meeseeks to do something else. Samurai Jack got a nerf, which I thought was very surprising. Samurai Jack is one of the lowest win rate characters in the entire game, and they made it so that his hurt box on his side special was extended. So now he should trade whenever he tries to side special people more often. Like I said, very surprising. If anything, I was kind of expecting Jack buffs, because while he was really, really broken through a lot of Season 2, he got nerfed pretty much into the ground, so much so that aside from just being a fan of Samurai Jack, there's not really a good reason to play him, especially with the release of Nubia, who's doing a lot of the same stuff as Jack, except better. Banana Guard is already like better Samurai Jack, and now Nubia is also going to be threatening that position, so, you know, we'll have to see how it goes. Shaggy. Okay, Shaggy was interesting. They made his up special have more whiff lag on it, so now you can whiff punish a little bit better. They also let's see. I think they removed the weaken debuff on his aerial side special, so you'll no longer get weakened, like full weaken stacks if you get hit by like enraged Shaggy kick. But in order to compensate for him being a little bit laggier on a couple moves and not having the weaken on his like rage air side special, now when he does his air down special, the move that he's like kind of slowly falling onto the ground with his arms up like that, if you are near his arms, he will grab you and then slam you on the ground to make sure that you're actually hit by the move. So this is actually going to be like, I don't want to say a huge buff, but it's definitely not going to be like negligible. I think it's definitely going to get used to a move that kind of struggled to see it before. Okay, moving on to Steven Universe. Steven Universe got like quite a few little quality of life nerfs. Basically, air neutral attack does a pretty substantial amount less damage, and also has more whiff lag on it, something that people were asking for a long time. It's nice to see it happen. Air up attack now kills a little bit later because the knockback scaling got reduced. Same thing with air ground neutral special. Knockback got reduced, knockback scaling got reduced, and it actually has a longer cooldown as well. Air up special also is a little bit laggier, so if he misses it, or if he hits it really, he shouldn't be able to follow up or get out of the way nearly as well as he used to. He won't really be able to option select you, or frame trap you nearly as much as he was able to before with the move, which he was able to do quite well. Any Garnet changes? No, not this patch. But I know Garnet got a lot of care packages in the last 2 patches, so I think Garnet's quite good. Stripe. Basically just changes to Dynamite. They're making it a lot less oppressive. The explosion hitbox size reduced, hitbox damage reduced, traveling hitbox duration reduced. Basically, this was one of Stripe's most annoying moves to deal with. He would just do Dynamite over and over and over and over again, with only like a mild cooldown to like limit it. But now it should be like a little less impactful if he just wanted to play that gameplay. Let's see. Superman. Ground side special. Superman is now immune to projectiles when teleporting to his attack location. Quite sad to see Superman get this when Samurai Jack had to have this removed because they thought it was a little silly. So kind of sad to see because, you know, like I said, Samurai Jack could use a little help right now. Taz. Okay, this confused the shit out of me because I don't know if you guys know. Tracker GG. Let's go ahead and open up the Multiverse's stats. Taz. Where is he? Yeah, well, actually, Taz used to be up here with these guys, like one of the best 2 characters in the game. So much so that at multiple points throughout the season, there's been like 3 or sometimes even 4 Taz's in the top 10 of the 2v2 rankings. Taz is very strong right now, in my opinion. But despite that, he's getting buffed. Now his ground up attack hits more consistently. Now this could be a nerf. This could be a nerf that could hit him pretty hard. So this, they made it so that his position updated so it is no longer drifted behind the tornado. So this means it should be easier to contest tornado, which could be a big nerf, right? But I don't know how substantial it is. Let's see. Bug fix. They made it so his up special now consistently combos into itself. But then they buffed him like pretty substantially by making it so that whenever he does his aerial down special, which is the boot, the disjointed boot, it now stays out and is active for longer, and also applies the tasty debuff on hit. So now he's going to have like a really good way of outboxing people because he has a disjointed projectile he can just kind of throw out. And also the on hit cancel window has been advanced 4 frames. So now he might even be able to combo off of it. So do you think the Beetlejuice buffs are worthwhile? I think that it'll definitely help out a lot, because a big issue that Beetlejuice had was he couldn't quite kill very well. He could rack up damage pretty well. His narrow is pretty good at getting in. And he had like good buttons and specials to like outbox people and like kind of scrap with people. But when it came down to it, he didn't really have any true ways to like link into his, he didn't really have any good kill confirms or ways to like link into like kill options or anything like that with it being true. It was always like a guessing game in order for him to close stocks. But now with the Beetlejuice up tilt buffs, he should be able to close stocks at a pretty reasonable percent just by doing jab jab up tilt. So that'll be really good. But yes, Taz got quite a big buff now that he's going to be able to like outbox people a little bit better. His hitbox are just going to be better at like running over people, which is going to be crazy, but at least Tornado got hit, right? Okay. Joker. Let's see. So Joker's been a character that's kind of been struggling a little bit as of late. He's like still quite good, but I guess he's definitely not. He's definitely a shell of the character he used to be, right? So they made it so that he, if he does his neutral attack while it's on cooldown, it'll now have a hitbox on his hand. I'm kind of curious to see what that hitbox will look like and where it'll send. See if it gives combos and stuff like that. Let's see. Ground side attack 1. Forward movement increase, so now he should like lunge forward a little bit more whenever he does the fish. Same thing with like side attack 2, and ground up attack as well. But the whiff on grounded up attack was like made longer, so ground up attack, his little up tilt should be able to be whiff punished a little bit better. So that's always nice because that was kind of an obnoxious move to deal with. But they did buff teeth to make it so that it should combo into things a little bit better, combo into itself a little bit better, and in theory, lead to lead to more true combos and stuff like that. Air side attack startup has been reduced by 4 frames. I'm sure they're really gonna like that. Now they're gonna have like a much better option at just like boxing with people in the air, quite literally. Ground side special, the rocket. Now we'll send Joker back a little bit after he launches it, as well as getting a pretty substantial knockback increase. So Rocket will actually be a little bit threatening and maybe a little bit harder to whip punish now. So that'll be interesting to see. They are looking to buff Jack in the Box and Cannon. The hitbox is a little bit bigger on the Jack in the Box, and the Cannon now fires a little bit sooner. I don't think that this will be enough to make these like quote unquote real moves that you start to see them use. But it's definitely a step in the right direction, right? Air down special. They made it combo worse. Air neutral special. Knockback angle made more downwards. He might get ground bounces off of Flower, and that's a little scary to me, honestly. Air up special. Uncharged knockback reduced to 1600 from 1750. Yep. So now his air up special should kill a little bit later, and then Joker's Wild also shouldn't just randomly come out and kill you at like 70. So that's nice. It'll kill it like a little bit later percent, so probably more like 90 or so is when you'll have to worry about Joker's Wild just popping out of nowhere and killing you. All right. This is the last one that we really need to cover. The other ones aren't as substantial. This one's pretty substantial, but we'll really try to quickly cover Powerpuff Girls. The big thing that I realized, aside from like some damage reductions and knockback scaling changes, right, making some of their combos a little bit worse, right? The biggest nerf that I think is quite substantial is their side specials. Air side special no longer breaks armor. Yeah. So that's going to be pretty crazy in my opinion. I don't know if the same is with grounded down or grounded side special. I don't see that anywhere, but at least aerial side special will no longer break armor. So you should be able to like contest them a little bit better if you have armor. So Jason should have a little bit easier of a time. Wonder Woman will have a little bit easier of a time. Maybe even Steven, right? So that'll be nice. Let's see. Aerial down special. Okay, yep. So yeah, this will be big for Jason, honestly, just because it was kind of annoying edge guarding them before. But now you can pretty consistently just rage up and like be a wall, right? I really hate what Tony did to Tom and Jerry. Well, we'll get to that right now. Grounded up attack. On hit cancel window limited to specific actions. Grounded up special, grounded down special, grounded side special, and grounded down attack. For real, Tom and Jerry loops are gone, right? Jason seems really strong this patch. I believe so too. But yes, you no longer have to worry about grounded up attack into downward angle Jerry shot, looping you over and over and over and over again. We were hoping that with the introduction of teching, this loop would be gone, but unfortunately, characters like Jason, for example, were so fat that it really didn't matter which way they tech, they would still get caught by it. It was very obnoxious, and it was something. It was something, all right. And then, aside from that, grounded up special rocket now avoids platform collision when colliding from platforms below. Just a nice little bug fix, yes. So basically, they were like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck you guys. You guys keep looping all these people over and over again. We're tired of it. We're limiting your combos to one up tilt. So, I am personally glad to see it go. I'm sorry, Sega Garfield, that you were happy. I'm sorry, Sega Garfield, that it had to go, but it had to go. The loops were a little too crazy. If they want to like compensate Tom and Jerry down the road to make their combos combo a little bit better, I know that they've been trying to with like Nair knocking down and it sending into a ground bounce. Sayre's another move that I've seen them try to adjust. If Tom and Jerry really needs it, I'm sure they'll get more adjustments, but the loops, they had to go. I'm sorry. Velma, just a little bug fix. And guys, remember how they've been teasing that the characters at the top were really gonna bring the hammer down on, or some shit like that, right? They were saying like characters that have consistently been at the top for a while, they were really going to start like hard nerfing, right? Really start giving some good adjustments. The Wonder Woman nerfs was made her dash attack 4 frames laggier. Ground side attack on whiff cancel was delayed 10 frames. So now her jab 1 was more laggy. So it's a little bit more in line with the other disjointed ground side attacks. Air down attack, hitbox size adjusted so it's less likely to hit above Wonder Woman. That's good. And grounded up special, remove the ability to fast fall and land cancel to interrupt the attack early. Okay, so Wonder Woman did get nerfed, and you could argue that the jab 1 is pretty substantial, but I think this is still not going to be enough. I think for Wonder Woman players, this is a slap on the wrist. I think we will still see her in 4 out of the top 8 2v2 brackets, And I think this it really goes to show that player first games is really hesitant to pulling the trigger on Wonder Woman. I'm pretty sure the philosophy is Wonder Woman. There's nothing inherently broken about Wonder Woman. There's nothing like absurdly like, oh my god, I got hit by this Wonder Woman thing. That's so unfair, right? Oh my god, this Wonder Woman did this, and that was so busted, right? Um, and because of that, they're pretty comfortable with letting her be one of the best characters and twos in the game, right? They think that if Wonder Woman is in a good spot and she is not like abhorrently broken or busted or anything like that, then the game's in a good position. I genuinely do think that like they're using Wonder Woman as like a benchmark for like how good the like balance of the game is. Just because she's like such a good all-rounded like not too obtruse character, right? It's like saying it's like saying it's like saying it's like with Street Fighter 6, right? They want the game to be like aggressive. Uh so they kind of use Kin as the benchmark for what they think is balanced, right? Now, you could argue that Kin definitely needs to be nerfed in the same way that you could argue that Wonder Woman definitely needs to be nerfed. But like when you get hit with a Kin thing, you're not thinking like, oh my god, this character's so busted. Oh my god, this character's so broken. You're thinking like, ah, yeah, that's standard stuff, standard practice, standard like fundamental stuff. But the characters are just better at other characters at doing it, right? So as long as like the players are getting rewarded for good fundamental gameplay, I think player first is more than comfortable with allowing fundamental characters being at the top, right? Yeah, I don't think a lot of people struggle against Wonder Woman by any means, but at the same time, she's like consistently at the top of tournaments all the time. So she's like super overrepresented in the competitive metagame. Like I said, the top eights of all the major tournaments are usually like 3 or 4 Wonder Womans on it, like on each team, right? So like first, second, and like fifth will all have like a Wonder Woman out of the top 8, and that's like pretty crazy for character representation, right? So if there's any argument for why Wonder Woman might need to be nerfed, that might be the reason. But anyways, for now, I'm going to take a short bathroom break, and then I'm going to play 30 minutes of Multiverses with Jazz on Nubia, so you guys can see the new character. And then I'm going to come back and finish off the last 30 minutes with Rivals of Aether 2. So stay tuned, and yeah, stay tuned, and yeah, we'll be right back. All right. We're back. What did I miss? Anyone enjoying the new character I like, but doesn't fit the assassin class? Jazz has told me that she is very fun. I have not played her yet because, you know, I'm going to be waiting to use my fighter currency on her. But we're going to go ahead and get Jazz in here, and we're going to get to see some new character gameplay. I love the DK sound effects. Yeah, that's my what's it called? That's my browser sound effects. Very fun. All right, let's get it. Have you tried her in training mode? I have not. Oh, hello, cat. Mittens is very curious to know what chat's up to. All right. But no, I have not tried her in training mode yet. I tried a combo on her in training mode. I labbed the Hell's Razor on her. But yeah, we'll probably do 30 minutes of this and then end out the stream with 30 minutes of Rivals 2. I don't know why my music keeps stopping. Mittens, you're being super in the way all the time. Hopefully it won't keep... Time to punch some buns. Yeah, Mittens for season 4. Guys, can you imagine if I got myself a little banner and I had Mittens in it? That'd be a pretty good, like, ambassador perk. I'm not gonna lie.
I did not leave Themyscira to lose to the likes of you. Get back!
Oops. Oh wait, I forgot. I gotta do. I gotta do Nair bag, guys. I did do Nair bag. Oh shit! I knew I needed to do like Oh my god, that still hit me. Oh god. He couldn't whip punish my bag. This is so awesome. I will get bag. I need to get bag more. Oh. You know what? I guess that worked. I guess I'll take that. Oh, I love bag now. Bag is my favorite move. He did the combo, guys. I didn't even see it. I mean, I like seen like I see like part of it, but then I had to like turn my attention away. I believe though. That combo does seem wild though. Oh yeah, the cold sight. Dude, it's so crazy to me that her Nair basically just gives cold sight. I don't know what the exact parameters of it is, but like, I know ordinarily you have to land a tipper, but dude, I swear Nakat was just running at people in there and they were definitely not tippers. Unless that is a very generous tipper hitbox.
Got some moves my best buddy Finn taught. Wanna see him?
Yes. I just want bag combos. I'm a bag fiend in casuals right now. Oh no! I think I'm addicted to the bag, guys. No! I'm addicted to the bag, guys. It's so fun. No! Why isn't down air bag real? No. Wow, he just did it. Alright. But I'm landing bag though, and that's really funny. I miss being able to do funny bag stuff. I think it's gonna be cracked on Samurai Jack. I think with Samurai Jack, whenever I throw the bag, he's just gonna be able to like jump off stage, like hold side special, and then as soon as I get like released from the bag, release side special and just kill them immediately. I think that will genuinely be quite good. Especially if I like grab both of them, I think that's legitimately a guaranteed double kill.
Got some moves my best buddy Finn taught. Wanna see him?
Oops. I can't hit too late with the dodge cancel. Oh no, I messed up. Oh, I know I'm like just trolling, but I really want to try out the bag. Oh, it's so funny. Oh shit. Nice. Good combo. Good catch. We're so back on the bag train, dude. Oh, dude, this move's peak. Let's see. Here, I want to try the banana guard buffs as well. So, yeah, that'll be a good one to try out. Because a lot of characters got movement speed buffs, and I remember this one being, like, pretty substantial, actually. Bro, you killed someone hitting them with the bag partner. I know! It's awesome! Can't they just add hit stun decay so it can have some loops, but if you overextend, players can escape and punish you? They should add that to the testing grounds and keep tweaking it so it can work. Yeah, they do kind of already have that. There is like a little bit of infinite prevention in the game, in the sense that you do get less and less hit stun the longer a hit stun combo goes on. But it's still not perfect, right? The Tom and Jerry loop still existed for a really long time, but I'm sure that with the testing grounds, they will be able to like test out like different values and stuff like that, see what people like.
Banana guard versus the other guy. Fight!
Dang. How do you think Wonder Woman feels? Oh wait, I forgot his up tilt got buffed. Oh my god. This character feels like crack. What? You know what? I still think he won that interaction. I was mind fucked that he went for that.
Mathematical victory.
How was up tilt buffed? I don't know if you remember, but either a patch or two ago, they made it so that he could, or they teased that he would be able to like combo out of his up tilt better by being able to jump cancel and get like true combos like Sair or Nair or like up air and stuff. Whereas beforehand it was like kind of a guess. But basically, whenever they teased it in the last like couple patch or two, they didn't actually add it into the game, and people were really quick to notice that that it wasn't actually in the game. You couldn't like jump cancel up tilt nearly as fast as they were able to in the presentation. But in this patch they fixed that, so now you can actually get combos off of up tilt. So like up tilt, up air, Sair, Nair. You can go a little crazy. This character rules. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I hope you guys are learning a lot of Nubia stuff too. Obviously my attention isn't like crazy on Jazz, but I'm sure you guys are seeing some despicable Nubia stuff. Beetlejuice team up with Jason seems like it'd be really good. What do you think? Jason kind of struggles with anyone who doesn't have like good screen control, just because he kind of loses out to projectiles if there's like a double projectile comp. That's like the biggest issue with that team. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, my controller's not working? My game is going at 2 frames a second? Hello? Yeah, keyboard's not working either. Well, not too sure what's going on. Jazzer, you just... Oh, my game crashed. That'll do it. All right, let's send that report. Hopefully this isn't going to be consistent. But yeah, the biggest issue with Beetlejuice, Jason, I do think it's like really cool thematically speaking. I don't think that it offers a lot of value. Like, Beetlejuice isn't really offering Jason anything that he's not able to do himself already, and at the same time, like, he's also not covering up any of Jason's weaknesses, right? And the same could be said for Beetlejuice, like, on the Beetlejuice spectrum, right? Like, both of the characters are very good at getting in and messing you up, right? But they both kind of, like, lose to, like, people who are particularly good at, like, walling you out with projectiles, right? So it's an interesting team comp. And I do have a video that I plan to go over a little bit more in detail, all of Jason's like matchups and synergies and stuff. But there's quite a few characters that are kind of like that, to where, like, if you were to play, oh, we're playing Wacky Weekend now, baby. I forgot we had that. But But yeah, there's quite a few characters that if you pair him with Jason, Jason kind of has to be the front line. And while that can work sometimes, it gets pretty easily stomped by like anyone with a projectile, right? Like Jason can work as a front line to like help these other characters like Harley and Beetlejuice and stuff get in. But as soon as he runs into someone who's like able to like out hitbox Jason, then he kind of like loses that ability to just kind of like run over people and allow for people to just like get in behind him.
The gods are watching.
Oh shit. Oh, now we're cooking. Oh. Oh. Oh, you're so... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Wait, we're good, we're good. Ah! Nice. Nice. So far, I hate this update. I'm sorry to hear that, man. What's got you down about it? I wish I could play more. It just keeps telling me I'm unable to authenticate. I don't know what's up with that. You're definitely not the first person who...
Jerry said I would never amount to...
You're not the first person to come in and say that. Are you on Xbox or something? Because I know the other person was having issues with it on console. And I've had some like weird like game lag. Yeah, it might just be an Xbox thing. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. But I hope it fixes itself soon. I mean, I'm sure people are already talking about it on Twitter. Usually stuff like that gets fixed pretty fast. Within like a couple days, but it does suck to have a decently large portion of players not able to play.
What's cooking, Doc?
Oh wait, is it always gonna be infinite jumps things? Or maybe we just got like unlucky. What? I don't know why he just drifted off.
Of course you realize this.
Oh my god, I cooked myself. Yeah, Xbox has unfortunately never been as stable as we'd like. Oh no! Oh my god, we're so cooked. Nice.
Totally mathematical victory. Sweet.
Yeah, I also hope that there could be some sort of compensation for Xbox players, because it is, I imagine it's really annoying. Alright, I don't know if we just got unlucky and we got the same game mode in a row, or if it's always going to be like the infinite jumps thing. Okay, this one's on Batcave, so I doubt it, right?
Time to punch some buns.
But yeah, I like the silly game modes. Oh! Oh shit, we gotta fight the broken.
Time for raw potassium-laced urine. Are you watching, princess?
Oh, when I get my tiny grounded side specials. Oh, all right, this is silly. This is fun. I'm a fan. Oh shit! What is Nubia cooking?
I hope you didn't think that was the last of me.
Oh shit! Oh my god, we got destroyed. All right, Big Shaggy goes crazy.
Now that the fight is over, what's for lunch?
All right, what other character got changed? Taz got some buffs. But, you know what? I'll try out Beetlejuice. Maybe the up tilt changes go crazy. Dude, our Joker flopped? Yeah, I can see that.
Can I offer you a popped Quaker rice cake?
Sure.
They go great with cream cheese.
We love ads here. So I play Beetlejuice and my bro plays Powerpuff Girls. Is that bad synergy? At least Beetlejuice has Bomb and Beetle to control the stage, but IDK. Well, let me put it like this. Pretty much any synergy will work good enough until a point. There will be a point where you kind of need that consistency. And that point isn't really until you get to, like, participating in tournaments. When you get to tournaments, that's when it's a bit of an issue. Because, like, your tournament run will hinge on the fact of, I really hope that I don't have to fight a double zoner comp right now. Right?
Yeah, I'll admit it.
Yeah. Pretty much just play what you want. You'll be fine most of the time.
I'm not afraid.
I don't think you need to be too worried about synergies. It's just the main reason, like, I would even like talk about synergies on here is like me trying to elaborate why like working with a certain character is kind of difficult, right? Like the other day, someone from chat was playing with me, and they were playing Harley, and I'm of the impression that it's like kind of hard to develop a good game plan with Harley, but I don't think that like matters, right? I don't think it matters in the sense of like you shouldn't just play what you wanted. I mean, I would much rather him play Harley, a character he's comfortable on, than a character. I'd much rather him play Harley, a character that he's comfortable on, than like him swap to a character that I think just works good with Jason, right? Yeah, as long as you put in enough time and you both know what you're doing on the characters, you know, you won't have any problems.
And that is how we do it. Okay. Fred.
Like, there's definitely like, it's not a unique. Oh, nice. I have the Rowdy Rough Boys now. I guess I should give them a shot now. But yeah, it's not. Like, it's definitely not a make or break for the most part. And who knows? Maybe you. And who knows? Maybe you will find something out. Maybe you and the. Maybe you and your Powerpuff Girls teammate will find out some like really broken like synergy. For example, like what if Powerpuff Girls Nair doesn't send people away fast enough for them to avoid the Beetlejuice follow-up, right? There's like stuff there. There's like ways that you could like innovate and try things out, see if there's like particular synergies like and stuff like that. Because like I can't say I've ever ran into like some like a team comp that knows what they're doing whenever it comes to synergizing Powerpuff Girls with Beetlejuice, right? So, just play it. You'll inherently find out, like, ways to combo off of each other, ways to synergize. Even if, like, there's some, like, inherent flaws you know, I think it'll be good.
Time to punch some
Yeah, you know, I think Beetlejuice is, you know, Beetlejuice Powerpuff Girls is fine. Like I said, there's probably some synergies, like, with Beetlejuice's, like, passive that allows him to, like, teleport onto his opponents with, like, some of Powerpuff Girls, like, combo strings. All right.
This is gonna be good.
I am streaming! But, you know, there's stuff. I mean, whenever I first started playing with Jazz, we played Jason and Steven, and I, like, this was before we even knew what Jason's, like, deal was gonna be, so I was like, I had no idea how good the team comp would be. You know, fortunately for me, the team comp ended up having, like, a ton of synergy and, like, covered each other very, very well. So much so that I think that, like, Jason Steven is, like, the best teammate Jason could possibly ask for. So we got very lucky in that sense early on. But even if that wasn't the case, we were still able to, like, find interesting synergy that was, like, unique to Jason and Steven. For example, like, I don't know how much you know about Steven, but he has a debuff. He has a debuff that after you, like, get hit so and so many amount of times, you get put into a bubble. And ordinarily, you can't get hit while you're in the bubble. It's just basically you're in timeout for a little while until, like, your teammate wants to, like, get you out, basically. So basically you're just not allowed to interact with the rest of the game until the timer runs out or your ally gets you out of the bubble. Oh shit. But with Jason, friends of the stream will know that we found a very early exploit with specifically Jason. Jason's bag would completely override the bubble in a way that pretty much every other attack in the game wasn't able to. So as soon as someone got bubbled, Jason was able to use Sleeping Bag to just get a guaranteed Sleeping Bag on someone. And, like, it gives us plenty of time to recognize what's going on and follow up. And that was something we were only able to find out just by playing the game a lot and, like, getting a hang of the synergy, you know? Yeah. Yeah, me and Jazz, we are, like, duo partners, and we usually just play characters we like, and we make it work, right? Like, at first, it was Jason Steven, and it just so happened to be, like, one of Jason's best, like teammates, but then he swapped to Jason Jack. And while I definitely think Jason Jack has its, like, ups and its positives, I think that we still suffer from, like, the same weakness that, say, Beetlejuice Powerpuff Girls would, where we kind of struggle fighting against, like, projectile-heavy team comps, where we both kind of do the exact same thing, with the exception of, like, he's a little bit safer at doing it, and I'm, like, I have a little bit more kill power, right? So we're not exactly covering for each other or anything like that. But we still, like, have played it enough to know, like, oh my god, if I get this hit here, they're literally dead, right? It you know, it just takes time. It takes time. You just gotta play the game. It really doesn't matter what character, and the worst case scenario is legitimately is just gonna be situations where you think, that's kind of annoying, dealing with Tom and Jerry or Bugs Bunny, and then you'd be pretty welcome because pretty much everyone else in the game also struggles with fighting those characters, so. Oh, I thought he splat on the ground, I'm not gonna lie to you. No, don't throw him, just side view him! I know the throw's cool. Wait, your jab 3 into bag? Or your jab combo into me bagging them? Hold on. The bag's cooking. Well, that's pretty funny. Kind of sad that the balloons kind of fucked it over, but it was really funny.
Fuse is lit. Sweet. Bada-bada. Here's it.
No! I'm a troll. No!
Got a kick in the head.
There we go. Yeah, that's what we need to practice. That's what we need to practice. Bugs Bunny and Powerpuff Girls is very good. Buttercup can destroy the rocket and safe with lasers, but pies are the only issue. Really? I knew Buttercup could destroy. I knew Buttercup could destroy safe with lasers, but I did not know it also destroyed rocket. That is interesting. But yeah, really, the only characters that are like obnoxious to like have to like build team comps around is characters like Marvin, characters like Morty, characters like characters that are like very obnoxious if they have like projectiles that can just like outbox you pretty much consistently. All right, but that'll be the last game for now. We're gonna swap over to Rivals of Aether 2 with Narpy. Narpy, are you here? Narpy, I hope you're ready to play some Crag. I'm still trying to learn which character I want to play. I mean, Crag speaks to me because I like Crag, but at the same time, everything I know about characters that I typically like to gravitate to in these types of games has been screaming at me to play Loxodon or Clarin. Casual? What's casual queue? I think it's like versus bots. I'm pretty sure at least. Narpy. Let me message him.
What is a ride?
Oh, he's here, he's here, he's here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna turn off the music just because I'm sure this game has some pretty good bangers. Alright, let's see. Let's create a private lobby just for me and the Narpster. Oh wait, it has to be through Steam invites. I gotta add Narpy on Steam. I haven't done that yet. Narpy, what's your Steam friend thing? You can just DM it to me, of course. I guess I could just make a public lobby. Or maybe I can like make a private lobby and then give them like a code or something. Create private lobby. Yeah, I haven't made a lobby in this game yet before. All right, queue lobby. All right, oh wait, copy code. And I think I can just send it to Narpy. Yes. All right. Join up, brother. What is casual mode? Is it just bots? I think it's just bots. All All right, RP, I have DM'd you the private lobby code. I just beat the campiest Mabel. Dang, I'm sure that must feel good. Mabel does have a lot of like obnoxious zoner things if they want to play that way. I can feel the satisfaction just oozing from you. If you guys have not seen this game, it is Rivals of Aether 2. It is free at the moment for about a week. So if you guys want, go ahead, go on to Steam. You guys can download the demo. The demo has access to access to not just online mode, but also local play and training mode, as well as a pseudo ranked that will be transferring over whenever you play the full game. You just made it, so I can't join. Hold on. Oh, okay, gotcha. Leave lobby. Create private lobby. Let me try. All right, copy code. There we go. That one should work. It's a good gift. Thank you, Narfi. Keep the casual clip. All right, what's going on in casual mode? These are bots, right? I can't tell. Honestly, these look like they could be real. Oh, it's not working. I'll peep it later myself. Don't you worry. All right, let's do it. We're here to play Rivals right now. VC or no? I'm down to VC or not. Either one. Actually, let's probably just keep it to text for now, just because I only got like 30 minutes. All right. It's all good. It's all good. All right. I'm going to go across the roster because I'm still soul searching. My soul tells me to immediately play Crag and don't play anyone else. But my brain's telling me Loxodon's the one. I just need to learn him. And then there's like a secret third thing telling me that Claren's gonna be my girl. Trust my soul. All right, I'll try Crag. Oh, okay. There's no bans in this mode. I mean, yeah, sure. Crag is the greatest character to ever exist. Whoops. Oh shit. Oh, all right. Oh my god, I just got. All right, I got smoked. I got smoked. I forgot I could do that. Oh, all right. You know, we take those. Ah, shit. Ah, I tried to cheese him. Oh, I need to get so much better at doing that. Nice. Jesus, okay. All right, last stock. Oh yeah, I need to remember I can angle that. Alright, yeah, that's not real. Got it. Hey, hey, hey. Chill, chill, chill. Hey, chill, chill, chill. No way. No! Oh my god. Okay, okay. You didn't smoke me nearly as much as I thought you would, though. Hey, hey, hey. Chill, chill. It was last stock, last hit, brother. Far from the goat. Far from the goat. Let me try my locks. Best text of the game. That was crazy. I won't even lie there. I wish I knew how to kill on locks a lot better. Oh, whoops. Yeah, for whatever reason I thought, nah, I got this. Oh my god. Alright, alright, alright. We gotta lock in. Alright, alright, that one didn't count, that one didn't count. I need my salty run back. Nah, I got this. Damn. Damn it. Ah. Wow. Alright, alright. I was cooking a little too hard. Alright, no. I'm locking in now. Side special doesn't put you in free fall, does it not? Definitely looks like it does. Yeah, I can't do anything out of it. Press B again. It's not working. Unless I need to be doing like up B, like it's an Ike situation. No? I don't know how to cancel it. Alright. Don't worry, I'll cook. I'll cook. I'll cook without the tech. Oh, that's it. That's a hitbox. I had no idea. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I got cooked. I won't lie. I was not ready for that. But no, I think I got it. I'm feeling Loxodon. He's getting there. I just gotta know what buttons I need to be scrapping with. What's going on? Am I missing something? You cancel the inline side special by wall jumping. Ah, yes, that I knew. That I knew. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I think I know what I need to do. Yeah. What? Alright, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do side special there in hindsight. I still don't know how my like empowered thing works. I think it works like WAF, but I don't know. I'm so cooked, yeah. I wish I knew how that worked. Damn. Yeah, I'm so sad that I had my entire first stock where I was cooking taken away from me. It's so sad. Alright, I'll try one more Loxodon and then I'll talk to Clarion. You can pause, click restart for the real salty run back. Ah, that's what's happening. I see, I see. Ah. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It's so on though. Oh my god, what am I supposed to do about that? Oh, I shouldn't have double jumped. Yeah, I didn't really have anything else I could do. Oh, shit. Yep. Dodging down definitely was not the play. Alright, one more. Dude, I like Loxodon a lot. I feel like once I get the hang of him, because I don't know how to close stocks. I don't know what I'm actually supposed to do to, like, kill people with this character. It would probably help if I knew about, like, his empowered thing, like, at all. Okay. I also need to, like, try other out-of-shield options. Man, I was really trying to try, like, something else out of shield, but I kept getting grabbed. I was trying to, like, up smash out of shield, but I just kept getting grabbed. Can I, like, do anything else out of shield aside from jump and grab? Maybe up special. Oh no, that's parry, I see. Oh, I... Ah, okay. Wow, jab 1 isn't true in a jab 2. That's so sad. Ah, I tried to take throw. Wow, really? Okay. Ah, I had it, but I was just a little off. All right, we won our first one. My first one with Loxodon.
You don't deserve power.
The background transition's really cool in the last talk. I agree. I agree. All right. I'm getting the hang of him. I just need more time. Why did you become the best player ever that last stock? I had to lock in, bro. You know how it be. I had to lock in. I couldn't play around no more. I used the first 2 stocks and be like, what can I do out of shield? Huh, I can't do that out of shield. And then I noticed I was a little far behind. I was like, hold on. It's time to game. It's time to game. I was so sad you didn't let the fucking side B at the end cook you, dude. Yeah, I really like Loxodon. I'm gonna try Clarin, because Clarin was another character that I thought I kind of resonated with a little bit, but I think Loxodon's gonna be my guy. No fucking way. Ah, I forgot to wall jump. Come on. I was cooking. I was cooking. Ah, shit. Oh, I'm so dead, yeah. Oh my god, you're so BM. You're so BM! Yeah, that's fair. I can't be rolling out every time. Am I dead? Oh my god, alright, hold on. I gotta restart this one. That's true. Oh shit. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm getting bodied! All right, my Claren's not where it's at. I had that like really good. I had that really clean first stock, but I wonder what her like special from ledge is. Oh, that pops up. Holy shit. Holy shit. What is her special from ledge? All right. You know what? Hold on. I need to go back to character select screen. I can't have that be the game I end off on. I'm going back to Loxodon. I gotta go back on the Loxodon. All right, last one. For real. And then I end stream. So, for all the marbles, I know you have 5 wins to my 1, but this is definitely for real for all the marbles. I like my walk animation. How about coolest clip gets the win deal? Alright, I can do that. I don't even know how to clip with locks on it yet, but you know, it'll make for good content. I tried to do the wall jump off of your thing, so I could, yeah. I mean, you've seen the vision, I believe. Oh, shit. No, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, we're cooking. I seen the vision. I think I won that one though. I think I won that one.
You don't deserve power.
We take those, bro. What can I say? Dude, I think I won that one. I think even though my clip didn't end how I wanted it to, you did end up dead. I'm pretty sure. GG. Yeah, he forgot to set his controls, guys, of course. But yeah, Crag definitely gives off DK. I do like Crag, but I feel like the archetype that I like more is someone who can like swap between being a boxer and like a rush down, like mess you up type character really quickly. And Crag can do that with Rock, so I'm definitely gonna stay open-minded. Yeah, Crag is DK with Peach combos. He's like a fake heavyweight. Yeah. So yeah, I really like the combo and the damage output that Crag can do, but for what I think his buttons are just a little too, like, you kind of have to be in there to, like, you know, put in work with Crag, which is something I'm not like a huge fan of all the time, right? I like being able to have the option of trying to box people out with my normals, and I think Loxodon has the ability to do that in a way that I like. And the whole reason why I was curious about Claren is because, you know, she's like one of the best people in the game at boxing people out with her normals. And then if I were to get good with Claren, I feel like she would also be pretty A-okay at, like, running people down as well. But I think Loxodon has that, like, perfect synergy of things that I like, of, like, being able to box people out, but also have, like, that good advantage state whenever he, like, gets rolling. Now, I think I need to learn his advantage state, because I think he does have, like, a lot of potential to hit some, like, crazy clips. There's still a lot, I don't even know what the character, like, there's still a lot about the character that I don't even know how it works. Like, I don't know how his, like, down special works at all. I don't know how his, like, rage mechanic works at all. Like, I know that I get rage for standing in, like, these little, like, fire pits that I put down, but I don't know what they do aside from, like, giving me, like, a recovery tool. I don't know how to use his down special as, like, a kill move or anything like that. But I think Loxodon fits my archetype of player better than Crag. I do think Crag is tons of fun. He was definitely the guy that I played the most in Rivals 1. But I think now that Loxodon's here, I think that's gonna be my guy, if I'm being honest. But I want to thank everyone else for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, I appreciate you guys' time, especially since you guys are giving me the time of day and, like, listening to what I have to say. Highly valued. Highly valued. If you guys are curious to play Rivals of Aether 2, it is free right now. You can go ahead and download it right now on Steam. It comes with local play, online play, and even a pseudo ranked. There's no arcade mode or anything like that yet. There's, like, you know, there's no single player. But if you are eager to play the game's full release, I believe it releases... Let's see. Rivals. Dude. Oh yeah, I can now rank this on my platform fighting frenzy thing that I stopped and didn't pick back up. But the full game releases on October 23rd. The game's $30. I highly recommend it. Like Narpy said, it's up there with P+ with me as, like, one of the, like, most satisfying platform fighters to play. So if you guys are interested in the game, please check it out. The Rivals 2 devs need as much support as they can get. They put in the work. It's an amazing game. But yeah, until next time, I might pop on tomorrow. We'll see. At the very least, I definitely want to start grinding multiverses ranked more, so that I can really begin my Jason grind. I am really liking Rivals 2 as well, though. So we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But regardless, there will be a platform fighter on stream next time you see me on stream. I can guarantee that much. But yeah, take care, everyone. And yeah, good night, and see you guys probably next week.